I'm sorry for coming so suddenly. I've looked at my dad's assistant's information book before.
I mean, that's fine, but the news said you were being kept at a facility. What about the foster agency? You can stay here. I'll raise you.
Breaking news. Popular manga writer who finished the popular series Always Gets Back Up, the Roly-Poly Toy Man, last year, Ryuhei Hitotsubashi is currently being investigated by police. Let's go to Mr. Matsunaga, who is on site.
Hello, we are in front of the Chiyoda Town Police Department. Mr. Hitotsubashi is being investigated for alleged physical abuse to his middle school-aged daughter. A neighbor contacted police after hearing screams. Currently, he's being questioned at the Chiyoda Police Department.
Is the daughter safe? Do you have any information on her current situation?
Fortunately, she's not injured. There's some speculation that she's being kept at a foster agency right now, but we don't have any concrete information.
Mr. H, what are you doing? I bit my lip as I watched the TV. Shivers ran up and down my body. Mr. H was my mentor. My name is Sota Mitoshiro. Until the series concluded last year, I've been working as Mr. H's assistant for 2 years. When the series ended, I stepped down as well. Right now, I was 21 and trying to make it with my own work. I wonder if Emil is okay. I remember that his daughter, Emil, often came to our workspace. She should be in her 3rd and final year of middle school now. I was focused on the screen. The doorbell rang. I didn't have any scheduled deliveries. Who's here at this hour? I looked through the eye hole on the door and couldn't believe what I saw. I rushed to open the door.
Mr. M, please help me.
As soon as she saw me, she looked like she might cry. It was Emil Hitotsubashi. Emil? Long time no see. Why'd you come here?
I have nowhere to go now.
She started crying. I couldn't turn her away. Emil was shaking from cold on her emotions. I let her in and made her some warm tea. She started calming down.
I'm sorry for coming so suddenly. I've looked at my dad's assistant's information book before.
I mean, that's fine, but the news said you were being kept at a facility. What about the foster agency?
You probably know this, but my father is normal as long as he doesn't drink and he's famous so people trust him. I think the police and the agency were fooled by my father. They said we'll just see how things go. They don't know how dangerous things are.
This was a common occurrence. Police and CPS often hesitated when there wasn't any concrete evidence of abuse. If the situation isn't urgent, you need a consent from the guardian, so there have been cases where protection was delayed and led to serious trouble. I'm sorry if I'm overstepping, but can you not contact your mom?
Contact? I don't even know what she looks like. She left when I was young because of my father.
I knew he was a single father, but I had no idea they divorced so early on. As I talked to her, I remember my assistant days when I would go over to the Hitotsubashi house often like some summer camp.
Everyone, today's midnight snack is Emily's special miso ramen that everyone loves.
Yay! Emil's special miso ramen is the best. Thank you for the meal.
When I was an assistant, a housekeeper came during the day to clean and prepare meals. The housekeeper didn't come at night, so middle schooler Emil would make us tea and cook us food.
I don't like this best friend character. Daddy, let's make this a story where the character is a traitor spy and fights the main character.
Because of her environment, Emil read a lot of manga, but in this moment, she was just saying what she didn't like. This unexpected storyline was picked up, and the best friend character was turned into a spy. The story was a hit. After that, Mr. H and the assistants half-jokingly referred to her as Emil-sensei. Those were peaceful days. When the series was going, we didn't have time to drink, so I had no idea that he changed like that. I still clearly remember these days when we were all close, but here Emil was, crumbling in front of me. You can stay here tonight. Mr. H might still be at the station. I'll talk to him later.
Thank you.
This apartment was a dump and pretty far from the train station. but because of that, it had multiple rooms despite being cheap. I put out a futon in a room I was using for storage and put her to bed. I headed to Mr. H's house. The following day, Emil didn't wake up until right before noon. She must have been exhausted.
And good morning. I'm so sorry. I was passed out.
I'm glad you slept well. Last night, I met with Mr. H and talked to him.
What?
You can stay here. I'll raise you. I made Mr. H promise to do all the paperwork with the school and stuff. I even had him to sign on it. It's under your guardian's agreement, so you don't have to worry about anything.
Thank you. I'll do anything I can, so please take care of me.
That's how I became guardian to my mentor's daughter. I acted like it went smoothly. I'll never tell Emil that Mr. H and I fought to the point of cutting each other off. I couldn't imagine how my life would change, but I was gonna do whatever I could. I would do what's best for Emil who asked me for help. It must be traumatic to be hit by her father. I needed to care for her mental state too. That's what I had thought.
Soda! I have to clean. Get up!
It's before 7.
I have to start now, so I'm not late for school. I'm gonna hang this dirty futon outside, so move.
My life with my mentor's daughter was unexpectedly chaotic. It was a rough start.
I'm leaving. Good luck with your part-time job.
Thanks, see ya. Since the day she came to me, I haven't seen her cry. The father she trusted had betrayed her. She went through something tough like that, but Emil was cheerful and brave. It was obvious that she was pushing herself so I wouldn't feel bad. Emil!
What? Another dad joke?
Oh, no. Let me know if you need anything.
Okay.
I want her to laugh genuinely. That's why I would tell her dad jokes every day, but I couldn't think of one today. I had thought of a surprise to make her even just a little bit happier.
Hiya! Emily-sensei, how are you?
Long time no see. I heard we're gonna have Emil's special ramen today, so I haven't eaten anything all day.
What? Mr. Hanaoka and Mr. Sakuma? Why are you two here?
I called them. I thought I'd combine your welcome party with a reunion. Ayano Hanaoka and Lao Sakuma. They were my buddies from my assistant days.
Emily-sensei, wanna come stay at my place? You must be exhausted from all the dad jokes.
Hey, how rude. It's not like all I'm doing is thinking of dad jokes. It's not like I was gonna use them from a manga if they got a laugh.
Let's hide our ulterior motives, Mitoshiro.
I like the dad jokes, kinda.
Emil.
So you two, why are you here today?
We got a call. He wanted us to come see you, so we came flying over.
We always messed around and got to know each other. Calling them here was my surprise to her. By the way, Mr. H's Always Gets Back Up, the roly-poly toy man, went on for 10 years, but we were the ones that really kept it going for the last 2 years. Emil was able to help us out a lot after entering middle school, and she was always there with us.
It's been a while since Mitoshiro contacted us too. Thank you for bringing us together, Emil-sensei.
You're an important member of our team. Let's hang out like this again.
Everyone. Thank you. I'm sorry for worrying you.
After that, Emil started sobbing. I'm glad. She's opened up a bit. I knew she was pushing herself. The 15-year-old girl with a broken heart had finally shown her true self. Leo and Ayano started coming over regularly. Emil got better and better every day.
Ayano was working part-time at a PI agency for her detective manga. Leo was working part-time at a ramen shop for his ramen manga. You're all working hard for your debut work. It's amazing.
Yeah, I feel like they encourage me. I'm grateful to them.
Everyone comforted me a lot, so I need to think of how to repay everyone.
They'll cry happy tears if they hear that.
Will they? But the person I want to repay the most is you, so...
Emil looked at me shyly. She was already in her second year of high school. She's speaking so maturely now. Recently, she's been expressing her gratitude toward me more often. I felt how much she's grown and felt warm inside.
Ugh, I don't think he gets it.
Back then, I had no idea how things would turn out, but life with Emil was quite peaceful. But I was aware that she looked clouded by her thoughts from time to time.
How can I make Sota happy?
I can't let this go on, right? I thought about her future and looked up at the night sky. More time passed, and Emil graduated high school. She got into her top art school with a scholarship. Congrats, you studied hard.
Thank you. I guess you can't fight DNA. I love manga. I want to study manga from the basics at art school.
I'm rooting for you. While Emil was moving forward, I felt like I was taking 3 steps forward and 2 steps back all the time.
Everyone grab your drink. To Emily-sensei getting into college.
And to meet Toshiro winning the Honorable Mention Award for the Young Intelligence Awards.
Cheers!
The usual 4 were at an izakaya today. Leo and Ayano had suggested it. Emil's beverage was non-alcoholic.
What's wrong, Mitoshiro? Why the long face? Are you unhappy? You're mad you didn't win the actual award?
Well, it's true that most people who won Honorable Mention haven't debuted, but isn't it enough that your work was recognized?
Yeah, Emil is making her dreams come true, so I try my best not to lose. But the road to debuting as a manga artist is long. I feel like I was really faced with that reality this time.
What? Going after your dreams is a happy thing. A life with no dreams is like a superhero with no cape.
Yeah, the person who wrote that famous manga debuted at 45. We're still in our 20s. We're winning.
I was thankful to them for encouraging me, but I had less time to create because my part-time job was getting busy. I think I panicked that I had to win this award this time because I was drawing under those circumstances. You're right. Thanks, you two. I have to accept my current situation as it is. I was trying to move forward. Emil stared at me. 3 years later, Emil beat a tough job hunting battle and got an offer from her top company. What? Love Koi Publishings? I heard it's a great company that's growing like crazy right now, but they don't publish manga.
I know. In college, I learned about Japanese culture, art, and history within manga. I reaffirmed that I do love manga.
Did you consider Insho Publishings, the biggest name in the industry?
My dad had his series there. I couldn't do what I wanted there. My dream is to join a place without a manga department and create my own manga department.
Her dream was so big. My mouth hung open, but her eyes showed that she was serious. I think that's a great idea, but it's not easy.
At the final interview, President Ogawa asked me if I planned to make my own manga department and laughed. But you all never gave up on your dreams. I want to walk the same difficult path.
Okay, if you've made up your mind, I have a proposal so you don't have to worry about your future.
A proposal? What is it?
Emil squinted and frowned at my suggestion.
Humph, long time no see. Come in.
A few months later, I visited Mr. H at his house. I haven't seen him since we talked about Emil, so it's been like 8 years. This was the place where he, the assistants, and I all sacrificed sleep to create that popular manga series. No way. The desk was still piled high with papers, but the floor was full with empty alcohol bottles. There was no place to step. Mr. H, you never quit drinking.
What? Did you come to scold me?
No, that's not it. The spaces beneath his eyes were black and concaved, and he was skinny. He glared at me.
Why are you here? You cut me off that day. What do you want?
Your daughter, Emil, got a job. She's gonna be a working adult soon. It's been 8 years. My role as her guardian will come to an end. I'm here to tell you that.
I see. Is that all?
Mr. H found a bottle with something left in it and drank straight from it. Where she's working, what her dream is, what she looks like now. Aren't you curious?
I'm sure Emil is just like my ex-wife, Kana. I'm sure she's happy to be away from me, isn't she? Kinda left when Emil was little. What does emotional manipulation even mean?
When the series was going, maybe you were too busy, but I heard you didn't drink. The 2 years that I worked here, I never seen you drink.
I try to turn things around. I said I'd make sure Emil grew up well on my own. But once the series ended, I couldn't. Emil tried to stop me from drinking, and all I could see was Kana. It made me mad.
Daddy, stop drinking. Stop drinking and write manga.
Shut up! I can do what I want.
Emil was only in middle school when she desperately tried to stop her dad from drinking. Consumed by alcoholism, he had told me how he shoved his daughter without a hint of regret. I had to let him go as my mentor. I couldn't respect him anymore. You turned to alcohol and hit your daughter. That's your own weakness. I don't pity you.
I'm not looking for that. How about you? 8 years since then, you haven't even debuted. Are you gonna blame it on taking care of Emil?
I thought he might say that. I was rushing to debut because I knew he'd say that. I clenched my fists. I felt disappointed, helpless, and angry. I couldn't help but sound upset. Of course not. She's rooting for my and the other assistants' dreams. I can't debut because of my own issues.
I bet. Debuting is not that easy. You and the others are just assistants in the end. You're on nothing compared to me.
You're gonna insult your assistants while being a manga artist? You couldn't have done it alone.
Don't act high and mighty as an assistant. You should be grateful I let you participate.
I didn't want to believe that these words were coming from someone who had a 10-year-long series. I was thoroughly disappointed. He went on.
I see right through you. Back then, you said, I don't need child support. I'll protect Emil. But taking care of someone costs more than you thought, doesn't it? Even with public school, lesson fees, materials, field trips, cram schools, it's a lot. On top of that, you have food and utilities. Because of that, you worked more and had less time to draw, so you haven't debuted yet. It's all this guy's fault. I won't rest until I get all the money from him. Is that how it is?
He was spiraling all on his own. I couldn't stay silent. You can't even keep your promise to your wife and daughter that you would stop drinking. We're not the same. You're right. I underestimated some of it. It was more expensive than I thought. But, as promised, I don't need your money. But Emil is going to college with a scholarship that needs to be paid back. She basically has a debt of around 4 million yen. Shouldn't you provide this amount at least as a parent?
I get it. You have a point. But I'm sure you get it after seeing this. I was receiving big royalties, but in these 8 years without a job, it's all gone. How do you expect me to pay?
He was angry. If he had this much to buy alcohol, he could have paid for tuition. I looked at the empty bottles around the room and saw something on the desk. I reached out for it instinctively. Always gets back up, roly-poly toy man. I've read this over and over. I won't lose as long as I don't fall down. That's why I get back up. I love this catchphrase. Huh. It was a fan letter written to Mr. H.
What the hell? Stop reading that!
All the papers seemed worn. He must have read them over and over, but I could tell by the dust that they haven't been read in a while. Where did the manga writer that would get all these lovely fan letters from kids go? Back then, you said that the hero in this story was a slightly braver version of you. But you're already down on the count, without even saving your daughter? The bottle in his hand fell, and the sound of the crash echoed throughout the dark room. When the ringing stopped, I could hear Mr. H crying. Meanwhile, there was tension in the air at a restaurant near the station.
Why did you want to meet me now?
I saw the news. That man might have been violent to you, that's why.
This was Kana, the mother that had left a mill before she knew what was going on. A few months after the news, she had visited the Hitotsubashi household.
Hey, it's been 18 years. You're not telling me now that you want to come back, are you?
I have nothing to say to you. Where's Emily? Let me see her.
Haha, you're trying to act like a mother now? Don't make me laugh. She's not here anymore. If you really want to find her, ask a PI or something. Haha.
Her ex-husband threw down the bottle he was holding. She flinched and ran away. When they were still married, Kana had become depressed by Mr. H's drinking and manipulation. She couldn't think properly and left her daughter, but she regretted it deeply. She didn't want to see her ex ever again, so could never work herself up to go get her daughter. That day, she saw the news and couldn't sit still. She had hired a PI to find her daughter. Coincidentally, Ayano Hanaoka was working part-time there.
Mitoshiro, guess what?
What? That's why she had contacted me, Emil's guardian at the time. But I had already been asked by Mr. H to be a guardian. I've been talking to Kana regularly and let her know about the job this time too.
I'm sorry to be so selfish, but can you let me meet Emily? I don't think she remembers my face, and I don't think she'll forgive me, but I want to apologize to her.
I had brought this up to Emil. She frowned for a second, but agreed, so here we were.
You were worried about me?
I know I don't have the right to worry, but I learned that he hurt you too, and couldn't do nothing. I'm selfish. I should have known this would happen if I thought about it a little. Actually, when you were in middle school, I came to see you once. You looked like you were having fun. I have no place here. That's what I thought.
Kana had come just to get a glance at her daughter. You're awesome, Emil-sensei. I want you to give me advice on my manga in the future, too.
Of course.
Emily, I'm glad. She looks so happy. I'm so glad.
At the time, us assistants were staying at the Hitotsubashi house, and her mother had seen us laughing together, so she left.
Money might not mean anything, but I want you to take this. I couldn't do anything for you as a mother.
She put down a single pocketbook. Once she healed her emotional wounds, she started saving up money in her daughter's name. There was 1.1 million yen. She was right below an amount that would get taxed.
I can't accept this. If you're going to give this to someone, you should give it to Mr. M, who raised me.
Well, he didn't accept the money, so I want you to...
Mom, I read all the manga in your room. I learned how to read and write from the manga you left me. Reading the manga you had was how young me spent time with you.
Emily!
It wasn't all fun times, but that was her first step into the world of manga.
I was so lonely that I cried reading them sometimes, but I came to love manga. It's all thanks to your manga and Mr. M, who raised me like his own, and the assistants. I grew to love manga, but I almost came to hate it because of Dad. Mr. M saved me from that. That's why I'm going to live my life repaying him. Thank you for not forgetting about me. Have a good life, Mom.
Kana was prepared not to be forgiven, but she couldn't help but cry. Later, Mr. H sold his home and moved to a cheap apartment. He paid off Emil's scholarship with that money.
Emil, I'm sorry.
I had Mr. M. If you're going to repent, do it for Mom. You hurt her.
Mr. H finally accepted his mistakes after being told by his daughter. The deadline to ask for alimony is 3 years. That time has passed, but he gave the rest of the money he had from selling his home to his ex-wife. Meanwhile, Kana couldn't just let her daughter go. After a while, Emil received a pocketbook in her name, a stamp, and a debit card. Inside, she found the same 1.1 million yen, and a letter.
Emily, thank you for calling me Mom.
When she looked through the pocketbook, she could see that her mom had worked hard to save up this money. The mole cried quietly. After that, 1.1 million and the aluminum man was deposited every year. As for me, on Emil's graduation day, she told me she needed to talk to me.
Mr. M. No, Sota. Thank you for saving me that day and continuing to protect me. So, from now on, can you please look at me as a woman?
What?
Ugh, I knew you never noticed.
I had no idea the gloomy face she would make sometimes was due to love. I clearly recognized how she felt this day. 3 years after that graduation,
It's finally publishing day for the manga magazine Weekly Love Koi.
Miss H, you worked hard. It's all thanks to you that Love Koi Publishings has its first manga magazine.
Thank you. We have so many creators here. I'll make it successful for sure.
she confidently showed President Ogawa the list of manga creators in the magazine. Listed there were Sota Mitoshiro, Ayano Hanaoka, and Leo Sakuma.
This was such a cute story. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.